G'day everyone. As you can see, we are back in Sydney at Project Overlander for the next phase of the TROOPY, which is really exciting. So today we have brakes going on a brake upgrade. So the brakes are from Bendix. They did sponsor this one, but I thought brakes are a really easy thing to promote because at the end of the day, increasing vehicle safety, it's a bit of a no-brainer. And I think these days is a bit of an endemic in the four-wheel drive and touring community of just overweight vehicles. People sort of tend to load up their cars, increase GVMs without actually improving the brakes. I'm guilty of it personally. I have made heavy vehicles all the time. So the brakes in the 70, they're adequate, they're fine. I mean, compared to Elsie's brakes, they're definitely good, but keep in mind I really don't have any weight in the TROOPY now, so I'm going to put another probably 500 kilos on the TROOPY. So I reckon once I get that on, the brakes aren't going to be quite sufficient. And they're one of those things that I think once you upgrade, if you use them, really use them once, you're happy you're going to be done doing the upgrade. Especially towing as well. I think it's just a good idea. Yeah, if you're increasing the GVM in your car, increasing the weight, look at the brakes. I think that should go hand in hand. So I'll film the process, show you what's in the kit and what comes with it, and we'll get started. I'll keep that box, what do you reckon? Alright, so this kit includes, we've got rotors, pads, lines, a dual diaphragm brake booster, and lots of other little goodies as well. Get pretty much everything in the kit, even your brake cleaner. Look at that, magnetic stubby cooler, that's handy. But that being said, you probably want this done by professionals at a shop because they're braking components and you don't want to mess around with that kind of stuff. You want to be able to stop, so definitely get it done at a certified workshop. Yeah, it's a pretty nice looking kit. Just want to say, this is some of the nicest packaging I've ever seen for any gear ever. I actually think this is an S. Actually looks like it's insulated. Thanks, Bendix. I don't think that's a special treat either. I think that's just literally how it comes. So we'll have a look. Check it out. Bottle opener. That's pretty cool. If you're going to send all the bits and pieces, might as well send it in an esky. That's actually really cool. So I'm glad I got the Bendix gear going on. They've been around in the game for a long time, producing brakes and brake upgrades and heaps of things. So no worries there with sort of the actual quality of it and the R&D I'm sure they've put into all this gear. But I also have a couple of mates with Bendix upgrades on their cruisers and they really like it. So yeah, I think it's good quality, good company to go for. So keen to get it on. Alright, so obviously new, old, massive physical difference in them. Yeah. Pump it.
Alrighty, the brakes are all finished. Aaron's done an awesome job. So pretty much
all I have to do is do a little tidy up and take it out on the road and see how they feel. So Aaron owns an 80 series of the 180Z.
At the moment.
We all know that the 80 series is the better Land Cruiser, but
with the VDJ in it, you can't stop it.
Alright, so we're just back in here. We're just going to bleed the lines again. We have done that, but just there's a little bit more air in the lines, so we're just going to bleed it again, and then we'll jump back out on the road and give it another go. Alright, so we've bled the lines, and we're taking it out again, and we'll see how she goes. Well, they're better. That's the ticket. Yep. Car brakes well. So much more to say, yeah. Alright, so we are back from our little brake test. So we just had to do a little bit of adjustment, get some more air out of the lines, but now it's feeling really good. So how does it actually feel? So the funny thing is, the initial brake feel and stopping force is very similar to stock. So it's not particularly sensitive, nice and soft and gradual, and it doesn't feel, yeah, as I said, too far or too much more than what the stock was. But that's for your initial sort of braking, when you're just going around town and you're not really putting some force on the brake pedal. That's where it completely changes, and when you do put the anchors on, it really pulls up. So, which is nice. It's not super sensitive and grabby and sort of, you know, shuddery and jittery. It's just nice and gradual, and then when you really need them, that's where it comes into play. Whereas before, I felt like it could just, I always sort of thought, geez, I just need a little bit more with this. Sometimes I'd sort of start braking, you know, for an intersection, and I'd end up like a couple of meters ahead where I thought I was going to end up. So yeah, happy with it. Look, it's a smart thing to do if you're towing, if you're doing a GVM upgrade and you're loading your car up. It's just sensible. I feel it's a little bit overlooked. You know, it's people are happy to load up the cars, but if you're going to be doing that, it's probably a good idea to have a look at your brakes. So thank you very much, Bendix, for supplying the gear and contacting me. I was more than happy to do it. As I said, I know a few people with the Bendix gear. I know they've been around for a long time, and it's good stuff. It was a great kit, and yeah, I think it's well worth it. All right, g'day everyone. So it's been a couple of days since we got the brakes upgraded in the TROOPY. I'm up in the bush, and I'm actually getting a load of firewood. As you can see, trailer is full of firewood, and not only that, the TROOPY is chockers with firewood. So it's wet wood as well. It's heavy. The parabolics are definitely at their limit. Hard yakka. Yeah, so obviously got it home. We lost about 1,000 meters of elevation taking the wood back, so really good test of the brakes. Obviously, you know, like the cross-drilled and slotted rotors definitely helped, I suppose, with heat dissipation. No, they felt good. It was definitely a really big workout for them, but they seemed to handle it really well. So yeah. Only one issue with it though, with the brakes, was when we were going past the pub in Tumbarumba, I tended to swerve in just at the pub, and I don't know, I had to stop over and have a schooner, but after that they were fine. Besides that, can't complain about the brakes. So yeah, really good test for them. Next video we'll be doing the alternator, we'll be doing a gull-wing install, and we'll be doing lots of other little accessories to the TROOPY. So it's really cracking your head now. Build out's underway, roof conversion's underway. So big things happening to the Troopy. I'm really excited to get it done. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks to Bendix for this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.